record. Alright, part 2 of the week of Constellar. And let's see what's going on. Finally got into a game. Took a little while, but we did, so that's kind of nice. That hand's really iffy. Set the bottomless and just pass it across. We can't actually do anything with any of this stuff yet. So we've just got to see what he does, or doesn't do, as the case may be. Warning is a good card to have. I think I'll just set the compulse, because if he heavies we can chain the compulse on his guy, which is always nice. We lose the bottomless though, but any destruction stuff targeting the compulse at least chews up his normal summon for the turn. And this is all we'll set, unless he kills a couple of things. Is he playing Ghost Trick or Gigia or something like that? I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so we set 2 back row as well. No, I won't chain the compulsory. A second Pollux? Really? That's really awkward. I can make Omega. Omega's a good card. I think we do. At least it protects us a bit from the back row. It's certainly not an ideal thing, but I think it's what we have to do. Yeah, he's not going to torrential that. It would be very silly to torrential that. Actually, I feel like, yeah, we don't want to run into a prison or a mirror force. Part of me wanted to see if I could swing at both of them this turn, but not a good idea, because if we get mirror forced we just get completely blown out. And we go into basically top deck mode at turn 2 or 3, which is really bad for us, because it means we're trying to fight to get advantage back. Swing at the first guy. No, that's fine. Black Wings. What is it with everyone in Black Wings right now? It's like, yeah, they got a couple of gifts on the list, but like, just because Black Whirlwind is at 2 doesn't mean they're good. Still, we'll pass the turn across. Of course, we don't want to get attacked by anything though, because, you know, Colute is the thing, and very annoying. Yeah, so we have to bottomless the Shura, I think. That deals with that problem. And if he synchros later, we can compulse. And given that he's got that set, oh, there you go. That's fine. It's really the equivalent of a 2-for-1 for us, at least for the moment. He sends that back and does that. I'm surprised he didn't compulse one. Okay. That would mean he has most likely got a Colute. That's what he's telling us. He says, I has Colute right now. If he goes into the battle phase, we're going to need to compulse it back, which is annoying, but we can't afford to have Omega run over Bora. Okay. That's fine. And here we're in a really awkward spot if he has the Colute. Because I really want to compulse one of these guys, but like there's absolutely no point. And if he swings, it's obvious that there's a Colute there. That's so bad. Alright, that's fine. Kill Omega. Drop the Colute, kill Omega. What we're going to hope is that he overlays or exceeds or synchros in main phase 2, so we can blow that out with the compulsory, because otherwise we're just in a really awkward position, because the double Veiler is really hurting us. Still, if he does make something, we're actually in a really solid spot, because he has very minimal cards to do anything with. And we'll bring it back a little bit on parity in terms of position in the game. He will have used at least one of the Kaloots. The Value's there, but it's not a huge issue, so there's like one synchro that we'd need to deal with. Not the worst thing in the world. Lovable Chain. What does he mill? I can't think of what he mills. Or stacks. I feel like we Veiler the Chain and then compulse a potential synchro. Because Chain's not a huge issue right now. Yes, we'll Veiler it. If I could get a course, I'd be very happy with that. No, I won't chain anything else. Really? That's really, really sucky. Set. There's no point in summoning that. I think we are going to need to compulse the chain, though. We could take the 18, I guess. But then that's really awkward. Yeah, chain the Veiler again. Probably bounce back the... what's it called? The thing. The thing that does stuff. The spear guy, maybe. No, just going to swing for 18. That's fine with us. We really need to draw into something good, though. Like, again, we've got a lot of outs to this, but they just need to come off the top of the deck. Pretty much any Constellar that can do a level 5 thing. A Sombre is fine because we've got the Pollux in the graveyard. No. I won't chain anything to that. Instant Fusion works. Instant Fusion works very well. Still don't like that back row, but nothing we can really do about it. Again, I don't like pushing through that, but I don't really have much of a choice because we're just going to keep losing the 1800. No, sorry, I don't want to chain anything. Yeah, Mako Germanite. Sure, we'll lock that one. No. So we're actually not really doing anything. Special summon. Pallades is definitely our best bet right now. No, I will not chain another card. I really want to bounce... oh man, you are so good at the game. This guy is really, really good at this game. Not too surprised that there was a warning there, but like... he's had everything to counter us. And we're going to need to compulse this chain back, because otherwise... we're not actually going to have enough life to use the warning. So realistically, we're just sort of struggling to hang on here. I don't really want to do anything like warning that. I might have to. But at the very least I can special Windjammer in defense and just sort of leave it sit there as a body for a little bit. More back row. That's unpleasant. Sombre. That's a good draw. That's a very good draw. And now we hope. The lack of course and tanky and stuff is very, very bad. But hopefully we can do something with this. If he has bottomless, it's pretty much scoop phase though. It will have another turn. But, oh, wow. So all of this has really been predicated on him going first and just drawing into the back row outs. He's just had everything to stop us, which means we can't really play too much. Because the Windjammer is going to just have to be a body, and we're going to have to rely on the fact that we can draw into another Sombre next turn to push back. Yeah. And given that, we're probably going to have to warning Shura's effect. Like, I could have just taken the risk and just taken Shura. But the problem with that is if he's got an 1100 or more attacker, I'm forced to warning it, or just straight up lose, and then I lose anyway because of the Shura attack. So I didn't have a choice but to set the Windjammer on that play, on that particular play. So we're in top deck mode with a deck that is fundamentally bad at top decking, basically because he could out everything we had. And he's just sticking Gale there, just to say, hey, I have a monster, if you don't, you're going to lose. So enjoy that. So, yeah. That's fair enough. Zephyros is a good card against us right now. Because he's just a bit of a body. Gets over Sombre, gets over nothing much, but gets over that. Rhoda. I don't think we can do anything with Pollux. Because he has the... We know he's got the Gale. And he had the Gale last turn, so if we'd not said anything, we would have lost. Gale will have this, and I think we'll still be alive, just. But obviously, he's got the Vayu as well. So we're in a really terrible position. And he's probably got another Kalut. So, you know, just kind of lose to that. Yeah. Even if you can read it, you just sort of lose. So again, the reason I was forced to do that last bit is because he had the Gale in hand, which means he can halve the course, and I don't know what just happened there. Hopefully that didn't come on too much. We can halve the course. Sorry. He can halve the Pollux and just beat over it with stuff and have a couple of guys. So you have to kind of push into the Kalut there. Oh well. GG, sir.